Hi guys, Kelly Westover here. I wanted to take a minute to welcome you to the group, say hi, and give you my why, my story about why it is that I am a coach and what that means to me. So I am, first of all, I'm a mom of three, a wife and mom of three. I have a 5-year-old little boy and then 2.5-year-old twins, girl-boy twins, Avery and Reese. You might see them come in and come sit on my lap here in a minute, so I'll try and be quick. But so I'm mom of three, wife, and I work full-time outside of the home. And I find working outside of the home to be very fulfilling. I love it. I wouldn't trade that at this point in my life for much except for being able to be a stay-at-home mom. That would be the only thing that I would trade working outside of the home for. But as it stands right now, I need to work outside. And so I'm okay with that. I find it very fulfilling, like I said. But at the same time, I'm working toward that goal of being a staying-home mom. And so with that in mind, I have been very prayerful and very mindful of trying to figure out how I can achieve that and trying not to put all that pressure on my husband of, okay, you're a new chiropractor, go make your business amazing so that I can stay home and you can support me. You know, like that's the ideal situation, but I'm trying to take that pressure off of him and find ways that I can make money. I've tried blogging, I've tried a million different myriad of things, and none of them have really provided the income that is necessary to be able to stay home, right? And so I started with Beachbody as a challenger. My coach Maggie introduced me to it. I was about 1.5 years postpartum with the twins, and I was just kind of looking to tone and tighten things back up. And she reached out to me and was like, hey, I'm running this challenge group. Would you be interested in trying out this workout system? And I didn't know anything about it. I'd never heard of Beachbody before in my life. I didn't really research it. I was just kind of like, yeah, that sounds great. And you sound like you know what you're talking about. So, okay, I will do this with you. And I did. I jumped in as a challenger and I loved it. And I love these groups. They are so inspirational. They are so motivating to have this whole group of women behind you who are there to lift you up and hold you accountable and to help you reach your goals. I know when I would try to do things on my own before finding Maggie and Beachbody, I didn't have much success. I didn't have that accountability. My husband is amazing and very supportive, but not in the sense of like holding me accountable for things. You know, that's a whole different ballpark. Like there's support and then there's accountability, and there is a difference. And so I wasn't having much success on my own, and so I was really excited when I got into this group with Maggie and I saw what it was and I saw how amazing it was and how inspirational it was and how effective the program was and how effective Shakeology was and how amazing it was for my body. I became a true believer, and I wasn't ready to become a coach. She had said, oh my gosh, Kelly, you would make an amazing coach. You're already doing it. You're jumping in, you're inspiring others. And I'm like, yeah, that's great. Nope, not for me. I don't want to be a coach, but hey, I will shoot all of this business toward you. I am happy to do that. And so that's what I did for at least 2 months. I just kind of pointed people in her direction and was like, if you need amazing stuff, go to Maggie. And then finally she was like, no, Kelly, you need to be doing this. Like, I've already made money. You could have made this money. And I'm like, wait, you're making money? What? Eyes kind of opened up and I was like, that's interesting. Okay, but still, I'm busy. I have a full-time job. I'm a mom. This is just kind of a really big thing that I don't feel like I'm ready for. So I put the brakes on there again and didn't really think much about it. And during this whole time, we had just found a new nanny for all of our kids, and she was amazing. They went to her house. We got to bring them to her, and the mess went to her, and she fed them and took care of them and loved on them and took my son, my oldest, to his preschool, and it was just this amazing situation that we kind of stumbled across, and she was this happy person, and we're happy people, and we're of the same faith, and it was literally like the stars aligned, and this was great. But I think we'd had her for maybe a month, maybe, and I get this email on a Tuesday morning of all days, not even a Monday, a Tuesday morning, and she says in this email that it's just not quite working out, it's causing too much stress on her family, and that she needs to put her family first, and that she would be stopping being our nanny on Friday. And so I had a myriad of emotions come through me at this time: frustration, maybe a little hurt, maybe a little anger, not much, but when I really sat there and thought about it, all I could do was be respectful, like, of this woman, and in awe, really, of how she was choosing to put her family first. Like, hands down, she had tried to make things work with us. She tried to do this amazing thing to bring this income in for her home, and because it just wasn't working, she put her family first, and she put the brakes on and said, "No, I'm sorry, I need to let you go." And that really spoke to me, because technically I was her employer, right? And she chose to put her family ahead of her employer. And I had never done that before. I'd never really seen someone do that before. And so this was the first example of that. I've heard of it, but this was the first example of that. And it really spoke volumes to me. And with this whole mindset of I want to eventually be the stay-at-home mom, it really opened up my eyes to this different way of thinking. And so I did a lot of praying that day, and a lot of soul searching, and a lot of nanny searching. And ultimately, what happened was my prayer was answered, and I was told that I needed to become a coach, that coaching was the thing that was going to help me fulfill my end goal of being able to support my family while home with my children. And so I didn't really know what I was doing, but I jumped in and dove in both feet. That day I called Maggie and was like, all right, I'm signing up right now. Let's do this thing. And we did. And I haven't looked back since. And there have been amazing months. And then there have been really hard months. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to be completely honest. Like, it's not easy. If you don't put the time in every day to work on you, then it's not going to be an easy thing. But if you're in the right mindset and you are just honestly trying to help others and honestly trying to help them achieve their goals and worrying more about them than you are about you, then you will be successful. And if you're sharing your story, and if you're getting out there and sending your messages, then you can't help but be successful. Like, this is an amazing business. And I know you probably see coaches online all the time, and they're talking about how they're making amazing money, they're making millions of dollars, and you're sitting there going, that just doesn't sound like it's a realistic income. I'm going to show you this week that it really can be. Like, I'm not there. I'm not going to lie to you. I am not there yet. I'm starting out nice and slow, because I'm trying to build this the most solid way that I can. I'm not trying to just shove people into my business just so that I can make a few dollars here and there. Like, I'm trying to build a really solid foundation for my business. And so it's slow moving. It's a little slow, but it's still amazing. Like, the whole premise of it, and because of why I'm doing it, because I know, what am I trying to say here? Because I have such a firm foundation for myself and such a strong reasoning, there's no doubt in my mind that I will be successful, and I will turn this into exactly what the Lord told me I could do with it. And so that's why I'm a coach, and I do it to help others. I really do. I put other people first in my business no matter what. I put the coaches underneath me first. I focus on their training more than building my own business. And I want to boost them and their confidence so that they can go boost others and make money and be successful and help build people's confidence and help them lose those 10 pounds. And it's just such an amazing thing to have someone come to you and say, thank you for helping me lose that baby weight that I've been struggling for years to lose. Thank you for giving me the confidence to walk outside in my bikini in the summer. Like, when you get that message, oh my gosh, you can't help but just feel that you have helped someone. And my goal is just to help people. The fact that it's fitness is amazing to me, because I love fitness. I could be doing beauty care products if that's what the Lord told me to do. And as long as I was helping someone, I would be happy doing that, because that's that's all I've ever wanted to do. Even when I started my blog that was not successful, all I really wanted to do was help others. You know, I tried to feature other bloggers and feature other products and feature this and feature that, and because I wanted to help other bloggers grow and I wanted to help other people grow, and in doing so I didn't grow, right, because I was growing them, but I've since learned how to do it correctly to grow myself as well as others. And so that's also what's taking a while in my business, is that I'm really, I said it and I mean it, I'm trying to build that really firm foundation so that I am doing it right and not just focusing on others, but focusing on others while growing my business. Make sense? So I love coaching, I love helping others, and I do it for you, for others. And I do these groups to bring in other coaches so that I can train them up and they can become amazing rock stars. And that's a little bit about me and my why. And I know it got a little convoluted there at the end. I'm sorry. But I hope that made sense. And I just love you guys. I'm glad that you're here. And we're going to dive into things. There's a whole lot of information in this group. And I hope you'll stick with us for the whole week and learn a lot. Love you. Bye.